Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I can't believe I'm saying this because you know how many times I've said this, like, for bands, like you know when you're doing your makeup and you be like, yeah, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm actually saying it for real this time. Like, literally, welcome to my channel. This has been long overdue. Like, people have been telling me to make a YouTube for a couple of years now, and I've just been all like over the years I've literally had so many questions like, oh my god, you have YouTube, you should make a YouTube, like you'd be really good at YouTube. And I've literally just palmed it off, you know. It's time now. Like, I'm pretty good at makeup, so why not? So first things first, like this video and hit the subscribe button, turn your notifications on, turn that notification on. So here on my channel I will be doing a lot of makeup looks, hair, because you know I make wigs, so you know I slay this face or whatever. Cooking every now and again. I might do a little music review, chit chat, get ready with me. And I like to have fun. I do make music for leisure, so we might feature some of that. And just random lifestyle stuff and some other random so you'll be seeing a lot of that content on my channel. Definitely a lot of makeup looks, and we'll just be chatting about life, you know, lifestyle. If any of that interests you, please make sure, first of all, you like this video and make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bells on so you get notified when I'm coming. What? Leak, I posted a video, yeah. Tap in. If you have any questions on the products I used or any parts that might have not been shown that you have any questions about, make sure you spam my comment section and I will try and respond to everybody accordingly. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video, and if you would like to know how I achieved this look, then keep on watching. So first I start by priming my face with the Mauve Equalizer foundation primer, and then I go in with my eyebrow pencil and just kind of shape out those brows. Then I go in with my small angled brush and just kind of help to shape it out and just to smooth out those harsh lines from the pencil. Then I turn it over and use the spoolie to obviously brush that out and to fill the colour gaps. So now I'm going in with one of my favourite concealers. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Golden Beige. So next I'm going in with an absolute classic. This is the NW35 Studio Finish Concealer by MAC, and I like to go in with just a little bit of a darker shade on the top brow and a lighter shade underneath the brow, just because when my makeup is done I do kind of like that pop that it gives under the brow bone. So then I go in with a damp beauty blender sponge and I literally just pat that around so it gives it a smooth finish. And then I'm going to go in with a more angled brush and kind of get closer to the brow and blend that out. And then I'm going to repeat the same step for the other brow. So next I'm going in with my Makeup Revolution Reloaded Velvet Rose palette, and I'm just dipping into this brown shade here, which is the color 10, and I'm just applying it onto my crease and lids using this fluffy blending brush.
30 hertz straight up.
Next I'm going in with a clean blending brush just to smooth that out. The key to a flawless eyeshadow look is blend, blend, blend. So next I'm going into this cute mauve shade, which is the colour 4 on the same Revolution palette. And I'm literally just going to drag that across my eyelids. So next I'm going into one of my oldest palettes. This is the Mauve 35T palette, and I'm going into this purple and just kind of deepening that shade that's already on my lids.
Straight up, straight up, straight up.
So next I'm going back into my Makeup Revolution palette using the colour 15, which is a black sultry shade, and I'm using that to just define the edges of my eyelids. And here I'm just taking that clean blending brush and using it to merge the two shades together. Dipping back into my 35T palette, I'm going into this shimmery mauve colour, and this is really going to bring out that smoky mauve eye look. Dipping back into my Revolution palette, and I'm going into the shade number 8. So now I'm going into my favourite liquid eyeliner. This is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner, and I'm literally just using that to carve out the shape of my eyes and then to give it a little wing on the end. So next I am going in with my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundation in the shade 420, and this foundation literally matches my skin tone so well. I find it difficult to find a true match for my skin tone, but as per, Riri killed it with this one. Going back in with that Too Faced Golden Beige Concealer on the inner corners of my face to give it a highlight, and then I'm taking the Too Faced Warm Sand on the outer corners to warm it up. Then I'm applying the e.l.f. concealer in the shade Olive on my chin, and I literally love this e.l.f. concealer, but the only thing is it dries so quickly, so if you do not blend it in time, it's literally going to stick in the place that you applied it, so be sure to blend quickly. So I'm literally taking this damp beauty blender and blending that product into my face. This is probably the most important step. Like, you cannot skip this. It takes patience, but you need to blend, blend, blend. This is how you get a flawless finish with zero flashback. So I like to give my forehead a little highlight, not too much. I don't want to overdo it. So I'm literally just patting that around until it's nicely blended. And then I'm going to use the other side of the beauty blender to kind of blur the edges to make sure there's no harsh lines and it's all seamless. So I'm taking the Makeup Revolution's Conceal and Define Infinite Longwear Concealer in the shade C15, and I'm literally going to use this to contour my face. So I'm going to take it just below the highest point of my cheekbones, and I'm going to take it along the lowest point of my jaw and my nose. So this is going to give it that defined look that we're looking for, especially if you put on that extra quarantine weight on your face. Thank me later. So now I'm taking an angled kabuki brush and using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Setting Spray and just dampening that brush. And I'm going to work it into my cheekbones and literally just dab it. That's all I'm going to do, just go back and forth and dab it lightly. Then I'm going to take the kabuki brush and literally drag the product on my jaw back and forth because I want to give it that harsh line, and then I'm going to smooth it out once I've finished dragging it back and forth. So we kind of just want to shape out the face. And I'm just blending out that looming double chin because that ain't it. So now I'm taking my Sigma P84 angled buffing brush and I'm literally going to use that to blend out my nose contour. So now I'm going into one of my favorite banana powders. This is the Huda Beauty banana powder in the shade Kunafa. And I'm using an angled damp beauty blender to just apply that. This is good for getting into the corners and to kind of carve out my nose. now I'm going in with another one of my favorites. This is the Airspun Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm applying this on top of the banana powder. And I like this because I feel like underneath has a glow and on top has a highlight, and it just comes together so perfectly.
30 hertz straight up, straight up, straight up.
I'm using the same beauty blender to kind of work that product in to give it a smooth finish. And then I'm going to apply that translucent powder on my forehead to set that highlight as well. And then I'm going to use my blending brushes to just brush that away and kind of blend it out so it's seamless. And then I'm using my Too Faced concealer and I'm just lining out the highlight of my nose. And I'm going to leave that to sit while I go over my contour with my NARS Radiant Bronzer in the colour Punta Cana. So once the contour's done, I'm just going to go down the bridge of my nose with a buffing brush and literally just blend out that highlight. So I'm going in with my e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer in the shade Deep Olive, and I'm using that to carve out underneath the contour to give it that really snatched, flawless look. And to blend that out, I'm using the Sigma F79 Kabuki blending brush. So you just want to use a light hand and work that product back and forth and in circular motions. So then going in with the Angles Beauty Blender, I'm setting the highlight that I've just created with the banana powder and dusting that away. And then I'm going in over my nose contour with the NARS bronzer just to really carve out that nose. So going in with the MAC blush in the shade Raisin, I'm just bringing out my cheeks. And then I'm going to go in with MAC's Gold Deposit and literally drag that along the cheekbones. I like to take my highlight along the highest points of my cheekbones because I feel like it gives me a more snatched and defined face rather than taking the highlight a little lower than that. But I'm just taking this across my forehead just to give it a little glow along the tip of my nose and the top of the bridge of my nose. And now I'm going back into my Revolution palette and taking this gold shade and just kind of dragging it along my brow bone to give it a subtle highlight. Going back into the 35T palette, I'm using that matte purple that we used earlier to deepen our shadow, and I'm dragging it along my lower lash line to give my face a pop of colour. Into my Revolution palette, and I am using this gold shade, which is the color 5, and I'm taking it on the inner corners of my eyes to make them a little brighter. So now I'm taking my black gel liner and taking that along my lower lash line to define my eyes, and then I'm using my mascara just to bring out my lower lashes. So once I have prepped my natural lashes, I'm going to go in with my false lashes and apply them off camera. So now I'm taking this ash brown lip liner in the shade Cappuccino, and this is the Rimmel Long Lasting Finish Lip Liner, and I'm just outlining my lips. Then I'm just going in with this brown lip liner just to give it a deeper shade, but I don't want to go too dark. I just want to give my lips an outline. So now I'm going to top this lip look off with the Fenty Gloss Bomb Cream in the shade Mauve Wives, and I love this gloss. Like, it is literally the holy grail. Like, look at the application. It is just so smooth. It is not sticky. I just think it's gorgeous. So the look is complete and I think it looked amazing. I literally wanted something that would go well with my lip gloss, and this was it. This is literally it. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, then feel free to leave me a comment down below. Thank you.